How you doing? It's Neil, Natural Juice Junkie, and I just want to congratulate you, right? If you're watching this video, that means you made it to the end. You made it to the end of the winter cleanse. But here's the thing. It's not the end, my friend. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. Every cleanse is a new start. Every cleanse is you giving your body the chance to go back towards its natural state. Every cleanse is where the fun starts. And I had a lot of messages from people saying, what do I do on day 6? What do I eat now? You know, what should I be doing now? What should life look like now? What should I eat on a day-to-day basis? And the truth is, I don't know what you should eat, because every one of us is different. And hopefully what this 5 days has done is helped you get in tune with your own body a bit more, start to understand a bit more about the things that you're craving, the things that you're needing, the things that you're wanting in your body, the way that you feel from doing this cleanse, the things you've enjoyed on it, the things you haven't, right? But it's a new start. And so what I urge you to do is to keep your body clean. Now that you've got your body cleaner, try and keep it that way. You know, so we've got no added sugar November going on. So, you know, one of the things I urge you to do is stay with us for the whole month and keep the added sugars like to a minimum. You know, ideally cut them out completely, but that's hard to do. You know, even I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for the whole month. But if you can minimize them, they're still having a really positive impact on your health, right? You know, so that's just something I want to suggest you do. But ultimately, you've got to do what's right for you. But here's the thing I really want to stress. What you've just been doing said cleanse, not diet. If I'd put this out as a 5-day juice diet, all I'd be talking about here is how much weight have you lost. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how much better do you feel. See, if we focus on our health, our body finds its natural weight. Weight loss becomes a side effect if weight loss is something that we need. And hey, there might be some people who've done this cleanse who need weight gain. And guess what? That can be a side effect too. Because when you give your body its natural state, when you give it what it naturally needs to thrive, you know, not just to survive, then guess what? You look after it, it looks after you. You know, I think one other thing I want to say on this, and that is, you eat what you are. Now, you've probably heard the saying, you are what you eat. Anyone that's been to some of my Reclaim Your Health workshops will know that I actually changed that slightly to you are what you absorb. But here's the thing, you also eat what you are. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you're having toxic thoughts, I pretty much guarantee the foods you crave are toxic foods, right? You know, nobody's feeling like, you know, really down, depressed and need to eat emotionally and rushes out and grabs a banana. Almost nobody. Nobody I know of. You know, the foods we crave in those sort of situations tend to be foods that are actually toxic for us. Foods with lots of sugar, foods with lots of fat. You know, bars of chocolate, bags of crisps, cake, you know, stuff like that. Bottles of wine. And so, you know, in all seriousness, I want you also to remember that your emotions will affect what you eat. And pay attention to that. And if you find yourself slipping there, if you find yourself eating foods that you don't really want to eat, and that's the point, it's whether you want to eat them or not. Right? It's not whether you can. You can eat anything. It's what you want to eat. And if you find yourself craving foods that you actually think, but I don't really want this, try and understand what the emotion is. Try and understand what it is that's triggering that thought in you. And make notes. You know, and if you, to be honest, even if you eat the foods, make notes of how you feel before, make notes of how you feel after. Look back. You know, anyone that tuned in to my Ask Neil show last night, episode 4, would have heard me talking about going out and doing research. You know, and research is when we're experimenting with things, when we're trying to see what works for our body and what doesn't. And that means sometimes putting in things that we know probably don't work for us, but you know, we've kind of forgotten and we just want to reconfirm that fact, shall we say. But anyway, look, I just wanted to give you huge congratulations for making it this far, for coming through the 5 days and for starting, you know, the next chapter of your life. I look forward to hearing about your results. In particular, I look forward to hearing how fantastic you feel now and also how you're doing in, you know, 3 months, 6 months, you know. Natural Juice Junkie community on Facebook is thriving at the moment. I really, really hope that continues as it is. And, you know, I see no reason why it shouldn't. There's so many supportive people in there. So, you know, please come join us if you're not there already. And if you are, you know, please keep posting. Share how you're getting on. Share your successes. You know, share anything that isn't so much of a success too. You know, share your challenges, right? Because that's the things we can support each other on. And we can learn from each other. We can learn from each other's research. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there. I need to get back to my run. So thank you so much for being part of this. And I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.